It looks like the Democrats have a uphill struggle when it comes to the next presidential candidate to be the president of the United States. Obviously, not the president of Korea, of the U.S. I digress. There's a few people in the running for that. Top of the list, Gavin Newsom. Even Kamala Harris is on there. Yeah, she's tied with two other people. But the person who's next up in line is Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. And as I recall, I've never thought she was one to clearly state what her mission is and what she's about. She's more of a social justice warrior type of candidate, a politician. I wouldn't imagine her being a president or a leader of the Democrats because she doesn't come across to me that way, but didn't stop them from trying to put her out there in front of the people like that. She was asked a simple question about what would America do or what would she do if China invaded Taiwan, and her response to it was, well, I try to make sure it never got to that point. I'm like, but that's not what the question was. The question is, it already got to that point. What would you do then? And it was a series of questions she was asked that she just really didn't land on. And it came across like, you ever been in a class and they have all these things you need to know and you're there to answer questions about those things, but you're not yourself familiar with it. It's all new to you. And you haven't really thought about it to flesh out what your ideas were. Yeah, that's how she came across. And unfortunately, even the most liberal of the liberals are saying that was bad. In a nice way, of course, when they said it. And it just shows where the Democrats are. It's not, they're not investing in people that have a real world view and someone that's really thought about things and actual policy. It's more of how can we get people's emotions triggered? That seems to be the sole thing they're into. So they can get you emotionally triggered and get you to vote. Well, that's a good tactic, but it's not a good strategy. Because in the end, you want people to believe in you to vote for you. And the way you do that is having your own ideas and your own vision as a leader. Because that's a part of leadership, is having a vision of what you're going to do, not only to fix the problems, but what do you plan to do once they're fixed? How do you plan on protecting the country? What is your ideas? What's your ideology when it comes to these things? And those are important if you're going to be a president, a prime minister, leader of any nation. These are just basic things you should have already, if you're going to run to be the leader of a nation, these things should have already been on your mind. You should already be aware of these things. Because part of being a leader is protection and foresight. And I'm not saying she's not capable of that. I'm not saying that at all. She just came across like she's out of her depth. That's just not the place for her. If she was serious about it and really thought about it, she would have had better answers. Because a good politician can answer a question without answering a question. But just because you do that doesn't make you a good politician. And that's what I saw. Now, of course, they asked J.D. Vance and Trump what they thought about it, but I think you already know what they're going to say. You know? And the people that don't like them don't want to hear what they had to say in the first place. Either way, she tried. Now, you don't get any points. I guess you don't get a win for trying. But if she learns from this could be treated as a learning lesson. She may come back stronger. But I don't know if she's that type of person. Only time will tell. But there's one candidate that I think would be great for Democrats. And I kind of hope he runs, and I kind of hope he doesn't. Because I actually agree with a lot of stuff he says. But it would be so entertaining. And the thing is, could this person actually get the Democrats to follow him? That's going to be a tough one. All of this on the next video. Y'all take care.